This is Wendy, and in today's video I'm going to show you what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be making myself a coffee table because I ordered a new couch. It's like a pit group, I guess, and I have a rectangular coffee table in my living room now with my other couch, and I wanted to make a round one because I didn't like the prices for the brand new ones. So I'm going to make myself a mid-century modern table. Now, this is going to be like the first just little video here to show you what I have. And then I'm going to go through and do my pre-stain, my gel stain, and then of course I'm going to put some polyurethane on it, and I'll show you what the finished product is. But if we look at this, this is a piece of 24-inch round, I guess it's the glued edge pine or whatever you call it, and I got this at Menards and it's super cheap. It was just under $18. So you should probably be able to find that at your hardware store. Now they do have them on Amazon, but they're pretty expensive. I think the cheapest I found was like $60, and I thought that was too much. So this was just under $18. And then I did get these legs. Now these come in a set of 4. These are 16 high, and of course that's about the right height for a table in regards to being a coffee table. Now if you wanted to make this an end table, you can bring it up to that, or if you wanted to make it some kind of a side table, you can get these legs. You can get hairpin legs, you can get black, you can get silver. These are not the straight ones, these are the angled ones, and these are what I wanted for this because there's a set of 4 and I'm only going to use 3, and you can see that they are a very shiny gold color. So I might leave them this color, or I might spray paint them with the matte gold paint that I do have. I'm just going to flip this around here because I want you to be able to see. You see how that's not straight? That's at an angle. So when you put that on the table, like so, right? That works great for any kind of a round table, and this is going to give it that mid-century modern look. Now, my 3 things that I'm going to use here is Minwax. Now, this is a Minwax. It's called a pre-stain wood conditioner for oil-based stains. Now you don't have to use this. I did use this on my kitchen countertop when I did that because that's butcher block, it's acacia wood. And this does definitely make the stain go down a lot smoother. And then of course I did use gel stain on that. This one here is a different color. This is just some leftover Minwax gel stain I got. And the color of this is walnut, so I wanted that to be a darker color because the couch that I have coming is like that pretty, what is it, that gold color or whatever. So I can't wait to show you that in my living room. And then of course here is my fast drying polyurethane. This one is a clear satin. I don't want a shiny finish on this, and I didn't have any matte, and I thought, well, I'll just use the satin because I need to be using this, and a little goes a long way. I'll probably just put a couple of coats on there. So this is a beautiful piece of that glued edge pine, and it's got that nice beveled edge on there. So because it's nice out today and there's no wind, I'm going to actually get started on this project. So I'm going to take it outside, do my pre-stain wood conditioner, and when you do this, you put it on, you wipe it off within about 15 minutes, and then you have to apply your stain within 2 hours. So I'll get these 2 steps done today, and then tomorrow I'll probably get around to doing the polyurethane on that. So I've got to do one side at a time and let that dry, and then I got to flip it and do the other side. And I'm going to think about what I'm going to do with these legs, if I'm going to leave them that shiny gold or if I'm going to spray them down to more of a matte gold. So if I do that, I'll definitely show you. So stay tuned for the second part of this video, where I will show you what it looks like when it's all done. We'll put it together, and how I use that as a coffee table in my living room. Thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned for part 2. See you in a bit. Alright, conditioner put on, and then the first coat of stain. So I just have it sitting outside on my back porch, guys, because it's really nice out today. So you can see how pretty that is. So it's going to take another coat, and then I'll have to flip it over and do the other side. So this needs to actually dry for 8 to 10 hours. So later on today, I'll bring it into the sun porch and let it dry overnight, throw a second coat on it on the flip side tomorrow, and then I'll repeat the process. So this is going to get 2 coats all together. Alright, so this is the second part of my video of my little mid-century modern coffee table. My first part was just talking about the wood and the stain, and so I have my, what is this, a 24-inch round? Yeah, this is the glued pine. This came from Menards. This was just under $18, so super affordable. If you get it on Amazon, you're going to pay over 50 bucks for it. So try to get it at your local hardware store or big box store if you can. So on the underside, I just did 1 coat of stain. Top side, you can see how pretty that looks. I did 2 coats, okay? And I like how that turned out. I'm one of those people that when I use a gel stain, I kind of want it to look, I guess, a tad bit messy. Now, that doesn't have to be how you do it, obviously. And gel stain, of course, is very thick. So the consistency of it when you put it on is going to be a little bit different. And then, of course, how much you rub off and if you do more than 1 coat. So I will be sealing this with my satin polyurethane, but I want to put the legs on it. So I'm just going to flip it over here. And then these are those 16-inch long. Now they call these gold. I guess they are gold. Now I'm going to leave them the way they are for right now, but I might take my metallic darker alcohol inks and mess around with aging these a little bit. Of course, I'm not going to do it on one of these. I'm going to test it on something else that I can find that's similar to this at the thrift store, so I can mess around with it to see if I like it, because I'm not sure if I like these as shiny as they are, and I can't find a really cool matte gold spray paint. But these are angled. Can you see that? See how they're angled? So these are meant to go on to the undersides of any kind of a table or an entertainment center or anything like that. Probably wouldn't use these underneath like something you're going to sit on, only because of this rounded little floor protector that is actually adjustable, but that might slip. I don't know. I mean, I've just seen some reviews on these on Amazon, and somebody had tried to use them for that and they didn't have good results. So I would stick to a table, but of course you wouldn't use 16-inch on the couch anyways. You'd probably use like 6 or 8-inch, but these come in different sizes. You can find all sorts of things on Amazon for these. These were like $36.99. So, and they come with the screws. Now altogether, this is, you know, $20 and $36. So it's like a $55, so close to a $60 table. But if you look at any of these tables online, they're like $150. And you can't find these at thrift stores. At least I can't find any mid-century modern, and that's what I wanted. So because I'm only using, you only use 3 when you do a smaller round table like this. You don't need to use the 4 legs, even though it does come with a set of 4. And basically what I'm looking for is, I don't want the tip of this leg to protrude past the edge of the table. So I'm just gonna, here, I'll do it this way. This will make a little bit more sense. This is my first time building one of these, so I'm just messing around. So maybe right there, I think, is a good spot. Okay, so I'm just going to mark with a pen where I'm going to put this first one here. Okay, that way I have an idea of where I want to put it. And then of course, this package comes with 2 different sized screws. And because my piece of pine is a little bit thicker, I'm going to use these. These are, I think, 3/4 inch screws. So these should work just fine. I've got my cordless screwdriver. So let me get one of these put on, and then we'll go ahead and do the next one. So hold on just a sec. Okay, so got one leg on. Pretty easy to put in. Now this is pine, so this wood is pretty soft, and you have to be careful screwing in if you don't have your, what I don't have, but I need to get more of. You see these Spax screws? You get a special bit for those. I get these at Menards, and they freaking kick ass because you do not have to pre-drill. I used these when I built out my pantry, and of course when I was building out the base for my cabinets in my dining room, and then attaching all that stuff to secure it to the wall. I used my longer Spax screws, but these I'm all out of in this size, so I'm just using what came in the box with these legs. So, and just be aware of that. And then what I did is take out my measuring tape, and I measured from right here. Can you see? Let me zoom in a little bit there. Let me drop that. There. Okay. So all I did was measure from the end of this to just that little ledge right there, and that's 2 5/8. So that's just telling me where I want to put the next one. Now, I'm not making this no exact science on getting these where I want them to go, but I am going to measure them so they make sense, because you kind of want a nice, I guess you call it a triangle pattern for these, because they're 3 legs. That's what gives stability to this table, and it's like a tripod, right? That's kind of what you're doing when you add this on here. So I am just going to get this one attached, and then I will move on to the last one, and we will see how it looks. All right, so we've got the second leg on, and then I've got this one measured and ready to be attached. And what ends up happening, it works out really good, is you just start measuring from one inside corner to another inside corner, and you actually end up with the exact same measurement all the way around. So it'll depend on the size of your table, but mine's 12 inches to 12 inches to 12 inches to 12 inches. So it is actually a nice triangle. And of course I measured my 2 5/8 from that little ledge right there. And then we'll go ahead and we will just get these screwed in, and then we will have a mid-century modern table. And again, this is pine. These are super easy to work with because the wood is nice and soft. And these are great for indoor projects. And of course you want to seal these things. But if you're looking for something fun, something that you made yourself, you can stain it whatever color you want. You can make this whatever size you want. You can do so many things with this. You could get one size smaller of this wood and get the shorter legs, and you could make it, you know, be like 2 next to each other, kind of like you see people styling their coffee tables with. Now, they wouldn't be stackable, or you can't slide one completely underneath the other one, but you get the point. So it depends on how much room you have. And for me, I've got a new pit group, and my coffee table does not look good there. And I've got these little wood ones in front of it now, and it looks really bad because it's not the same style. And I was just changing up the look of that part of my living room, which I, of course, will share with you. All right, one more screw, and then let's see what this looks like. All right, there we go. And these are nice and sturdy. These are adjustable, so this is great. And I just kind of fly by the seat of my pants. I'm just learning this stuff as I go, doing my own DIY. Yes, I get ideas from other people, But what I do is make it my own. And this was one of those things where I was looking at these on Amazon. And again, I could not believe the price of them. I was like, you want $155 for a little table like this? And it's basically just a round wood top and either these kinds of legs or the hairpin legs. And that's where you spend the money, is on the legs, but they're still pretty affordable. So just make it yourself. And this is, you know, how you learn. You just do it by trial and error. So let's turn it over and see how our table looks. Woo, isn't that gorgeous? Look at that, you guys. So I have a fabulous little mid-century modern coffee table. So just a short tutorial. And again, I'm going to stain this. I'll not stain it. I'm sorry. I'm going to seal this just because this is the top side. And that way, if somebody puts a drink down on it and the drink sweats or anything like that in the summertime or whatever, it's not going to damage the wood. And it just gives it an extra layer of protection. And I've got the satin polyurethane because I don't like that high gloss stuff on these types of furniture pieces here. So yeah, so I'll get that done and then let that get dried and cured. And then I'll put that in my living room and show you what that looks like. So this video is just a little DIY tutorial on how to make a super simple mid-century modern coffee table. So please give me a big thumbs up. Don't forget to hit subscribe to my channel. And of course, I'll be doing more videos on DIY and custom projects and just other fun things just as I go along. So I hope you all have a wonderful day and we will talk to you soon. Take care. Bye.